When Sophia and I finally moved into our new home, we thought we had found the perfect neighborhood. The house was beautiful, the yard was spacious, and the only thing that really needed fixing was the old creaky wooden gate at the front. It was falling apart, and we wanted something sturdier and more elegant. We even followed all the rules and submitted our request to the Homeowners Association. A week later, we got an official approval letter, signed and stamped. Everything was in order. So on Saturday morning, the contractors came with their tools and materials. Sophia made coffee while I helped guide them through the plan. It was supposed to be a stress-free day. That's when she appeared. Karen, the HOA president, self-proclaimed guardian of the neighborhood. Clipboard in hand, she marched up the driveway like she owned the place. "What do you think you're doing?" she barked, glaring at the workers. Sophia, calm as ever, replied, "We're having the gate replaced. We already got HOA approval." She even held up the letter for Karen to see. But Karen didn't even glance at it. She crossed her arms and snapped, "That's impossible. I would know. You're breaking the rules, and I won't allow it. Stop immediately, or I'll call the cops." The contractors froze, unsure of what to do. I felt my temper rise, but Sophia only smiled faintly and said, "You're welcome to call. We'll clear this up." And Karen did just that. She whipped out her phone, calling the police like she was about to expose the crime of the century. She stood on the curb, waiting triumphantly, as if she had already won. 15 minutes later, a patrol car pulled up. Karen nearly jumped with joy. "Officers! Finally! These people are breaking HOA rules. You need to shut this down," she said dramatically, pointing at us. The officer walked up, but then stopped mid-step when his eyes landed on Sophia. His professional expression softened into surprise. "Judge Martinez?" he asked carefully.
Karen blinked.
"Judge?
What?
She's not a judge.
She's just breaking the rules."
The officer shook his head.
"Ma'am, this is Judge Sophia Martinez.
She's one of the most respected judges in the county. And if she says she has approval, I believe her." Karen's face went pale. Her triumphant smirk vanished.
"Why, you're a judge," she stammered.
Sophia nodded politely.
"Yes.
"And here's the approval letter, if you'd like to confirm." She handed it to the officer, who looked it over and gave a firm nod.
"Everything checks out."
"They're doing nothing wrong," he said, turning back to Karen. "You cannot call us for personal disputes like this.
Please don't waste the emergency resources again."
The contractors resumed their work, the officer wished us a good day, and Karen was left standing there, red-faced and speechless. The priceless look on her face was something I'll never forget. Word spread quickly around the neighborhood. Suddenly, neighbors who barely waved before were stopping by with cookies and warm welcomes. It wasn't just because Sophia was a judge or because I worked as an attorney, it was because Karen's reign of petty intimidation had finally been exposed. She wasn't feared anymore. A week later, as Sophia picked up the mail, Karen slunk over, her voice oddly polite. "I didn't mean to cause trouble. I just didn't know who you were." Sophia looked her straight in the eye and said calmly, "Karen, who we are shouldn't matter. You should treat everyone with respect, not just those with titles." Karen swallowed hard and said nothing. She never bothered us again. The gate was finished, a sturdy, elegant reminder of the life we had built. And every time Karen passed by, her expression said it all. She hadn't just lost a petty battle over a gate. She had been reminded, in the most public way possible, that entitlement and arrogance always crumble when faced with truth and integrity. And honestly, that was more satisfying than any victory I could have imagined.